Hello, everyone, and welcome to the G Wood test sims. I guess I'm gonna try to do a new interesting thing. What we've done here, um, using the basic 1956 roster, I've modified a handful of the all-time greats, including Steph Curry, Wilt Chamberlain, Kevin Durant, Shaquille O'Neal, Bill Russell, Kobe Bryant, Julius Erving, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan. Tried to go for position diversity, play style diversity, and era diversity. So we got some players from the old days, we got some players from current. Basically, what I've done is I've modified their ratings, set them all at the age of 20, and moved them all to the 1956 class. Now, the league only has a handful of teams. However, um, despite having just a handful of teams, I think that what we'll see is as the league grows, they disperse. So some of them will start on the same team. But long story short, we're just going to simulate and see who is the actual GOAT. And obviously, you can do this 10 times and have 10 different results. But yeah, so I've added them all to the watch list, and we'll begin with 10 season sim. And we're just going to go over to our watch list here once it loads up, and we'll check on them every couple seasons, and we'll see. Early prediction: the GOAT is actually going to be, in my opinion, Larry Bird, because he has the least athletic reliance, and the biggest bust I predict is going to be uh, Kobe or Shaq, because frankly I think they're the most overrated of the bunch. Um, they're both great players, all-time greats. Um, them, Bird, Dr.J, I think are all on a different tier than the other guys here. I'd even say Curry's probably not quite on the same tier as the other guys, and Durant might also not be really on the same tier as the other guys. But these are some of the greatest players of all time. We can already see Curry's had a bad prog, and Jordan had that might be the best prog I've ever seen. He's already up 8. Jordan putting up 38 points. Now I have, of course, activated the 3-point line. Uh, Back in the 1956 start date. Plus, I changed all the metrics over to the modern day ratings. This is basically just so we can see the players put all of their full statistical prowess to the test. We'll see Magic Johnson's having a pretty solid season. Um, Kind of crazy that he's averaging 11 rebounds, but is what it is. Trades were also increased, so we'll see some of these players get flipped. I mean, right here we have LeBron and Shaq teaming up like they did in Cleveland in real life, both putting up kind of disappointing careers so far. Um, and let's see who else's team. I think I saw two Cincy's. Yeah, we got Steph Curry and Magic Johnson in the point guard team, uh, basically. And any other team up here? Weird to see Kobe Bryant being great in Boston. I'm so conflicted. If he has to be great anywhere, though, it can be Boston. He's putting up 47 points per game. I just want to be clear. I buffed these ratings so we'd see some crazy stuff here, especially because I didn't want all of them to bust or half of them to bust. I wanted to be able to see who's actually the greatest, which play style becomes the greatest. Um, we're seeing old school Kobe Bryant with 51 and 11. I don't know how he's averaging 11 rebounds. He's added a ton of badges in 3 years. Him and Michael are putting up 50 points per game. Um, that's crazy. Almost every player is averaging double-digit rebounds except LeBron and Curry. I do have to say I feel bad because there's definitely a disparity in height between all of these players and Curry. Like, frankly, height is very important in basketball, and even today's game relies heavily on height. And Curry is just so talented that he gets there. Allen Iverson also really struggled when it came to rebounding against guys that were almost 2 feet taller than him. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here. All right, we keep sending injuries becoming a big factor. Pretty crazy, and These guys all into their 24th season. No one really busted completely. Wilt's kind of he's probably going to be a career role player, which isn't what I wanted. But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, I'd rather him be a role player than uh superstar for this sim. Oh, Wilt's in LA. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I also want to see if we get any like historical landmarks. Like if any of these players end up playing for like 40 seasons or something, or play for the same team their entire career, I think that'd be pretty cool. New York has a pretty solid duo of Celtic. No, why? Why have they betrayed us? Um, I'm also curious to see how many of these guys get in the Hall of Fame. They all started in the same draft class, so they'll all retire around the same time. Unfortunately, BBGM doesn't let you only put a couple in. Some of the multiplayer leagues do, but it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. All right, so Atlanta won that, right? Or no, St. Louis, which oh wow, Braun and Jordan on the same team. That's fair. Did New York City add Shaq? New York City add Shaq, another former Celtic. Yes, Shaq did play in Boston. All right. No, Boston still's got Kobe, so we got the goat. It's the goat here for us. Um, let's see. What's really interesting is Wilt is shooting 48% from the free throw line. Shaq's at 55. Shaq and Wilt both really busted here. Even Bill Russell kind of busted. It's weird. Bigs did not do as well. Kareem is normally almost a lock to be unstoppable, but he's not doing as well as I thought. I don't know if I've done a test sim where Kareem did not win an MVP. I mean, he played in a relatively thin era of superstars in the 70s, so he normally wins at least one MVP there. Plus, he plays for so long. He was so young when he entered the league. All right. Nothing really huge happening. Wilt fell out of the 60s, which is unfortunate. Um, Field goal percentage is a little distorted. All right. And we're almost into their age 30s. This is going pretty quick. We might be able to do this a couple times if you guys are curious, because I can run these and we can see who is the goat squared, so to speak. So right now it's definitely looking like Kobe, Jordan, and Johnson. But really important part of being the goat is longevity. It's going to be interesting to see how long these guys play. Really, I'd argue you could say so far these guys are not going to be greatest of all time. Um, they don't have the stats right now. Um, LeBron shooting 27% from three. That's rough. Um, so they don't have raw stats, and they're all now sub 70s. I'd even make the argument Durant probably is locked to not be the GOAT. Um, I'd say we're probably looking at Kobe, Jordan, or Johnson realistically. Kareem is still putting up some solid stats, and Durant is scoring a lot. Um, I want to see how they age. That's a very important factor, especially if they pick up rings or not. Kobe's still in Boston, which is cool. Any of these guys still on the same team? Shaq and Bill still on the same team. Not that that really matters, as they're not really stars anymore. Wilt, Wilt is just not even really useful anymore. Basically a rebounder. To be a quality, solid second big man, but not really a number one anymore. All right. So going into the 66 season, one of them is a free agent that's unsigned. That's Curry. Let's look at Kobe. Kobe's played 10 seasons. In 10 seasons, 9 seasons, 46 points per game, 9 rebounds a game, 4 assists a game, 3-time MVP, 1 championship, 7-time scoring leader, 8-time first team, 9-time All-Star. Wow, he has got a resume. Let's look at league history and see who has dominated thus far. So basically, Jordan and Kobe, the unquestioned GOATs. Bill Russell's had a great run as Defensive Player of the Year. He finally got overtaken. I think you gotta give it so far. The GOAT is Michael Jordan, thanks to his what? Only 2 rings, but 4 Finals MVP. That's really tough. It's tough, you know. He didn't really put up the ringage that you'd expect with his many trips to the finals. He got that 6 MVPs, which is it's impressive from that. So I'm going to say I think that's going to first get wow, the Lakers have 4 of these guys. They have Bird, Curry, LeBron, Wilt. All right. That is an interesting team. Let's take a look. They went 30 and oh my god, that is the most disappointing roster ever. With so much talent. I once again forgot to put Dr.J on the watch list, so we're just going to casually do that right. Wow. That is so weird. So the Lakers team kind of got broken up. With Curry now in Chicago. New York has Bird and Shaq now. You know, having done it in a different era might not have been the best idea. Good news is I exported the draft class so I can hop it around. You can try one in the current day. So I do want to know, all these guys have had 10-year plus careers. So it's not like any of them are complete busts here. Um, like sure, Wilt has not had a great career. He's probably going to retire in a season or two. Oh, hey, look, LeBron's in Boston, teaming up with Kobe. That's cool. Kobe, no! Oh, not the ACL. All right, that's going to change things. That might give Durant a chance to get in there. Kobe's going to miss a lot of time. Kareem's in Milwaukee now, where he played the starter's career as Lou Alcindor. All right. Atlanta's got 2 right now. They got Michael and Bill. Bill Russell actually was drafted by Atlanta. Okay. Wilt's the first one out. Braun's probably going to be number 2. Oh, yeah. Guessing it's going to be I'm guessing that Braun, Russell, and Bird are all going to go out this off season. I don't know if we'll see Shaq go out this off season, but I'm guessing we're going to take out all 3 of these bottom guys. It's weird to see stars barely making like 500,000. I mean, Kobe's the only one making that. Kobe, of course, Kobe's, and then some. So we'll see. No, he didn't have a bad season. I don't think anyone averaged a triple double. Magic Johnson might have. We can check that out. So they've now all played for 20 seasons almost, or 14 seasons. Yeah, 14 seasons, entering their third decade. Chicago won that ring, led by Steph Curry. He might actually have been having a surprisingly good season. All right, so no more 70s. Buffalo has Bill Russell. Don't know how he's going to do on an expansion team. San Diego has LeBron. I also don't know how they're going to do or how he's going to do on an expansion team. Neither did well. Buffalo also has Curry, who did okay. Wait, whoa. They did not just do that. They did not just do that. All right. I think Steph Curry just carried them to a championship and they let him go. He traded him. So, he really? Yeah, he led Chicago to a championship. And then they traded him for a second round pick? No, it's just a cap dump. What? What are you doing, Chicago? Nobody ever accused Chicago of having good general management. Talent, sure. General management, not so much. All right, let's take a look at the career of Wilt Chamberlain. He played in 884 games, averaged a career 11 points per game, 12 rebounds per game, 2.1 blocks per game, and awards-wise, 5-time All-Star, led the league in blocks, all defensive, a lot of all defensive. Was he ever traded? No, but he was cut by LA. He was part of that crazy LA team that had like way too many of these guys, right? Must have been the next season, right? LA had one season where they had a whole bunch, but Wilt did not make the Hall even. This one, 69? Even 69. That's pretty. Oh, that's before that then. So 66. 66 when they had LeBron, Curry. This is just an insane team. LeBron James, Curry, Wilt, Larry Bird, and Dr.J. All technically in their prime ish. And they won 30 games. 30 games. That's so disappointing. Oh my god. 5 superstars, and they. Wow. That's so disappointing. I mean, it looks like they probably moved Curry midway through that season, right? So in 66, no, he only played for LA that year. Curry is probably going to be one of the greatest point guards in this league's history, but we'll see. So, next up, I'm calling Bill Russell retires. I mean, him and Larry Bird are just they're fighting to stay around. I thought Bird would last longer. Didn't. It's a little disappointing, but turns out former Celtics aren't normally the GOATs. Oh, Pistol Pete's having a great career in the background here. I was thinking of including Pistol Pete and Bob Pettit and George Mikan and Elgin Baylor and Jerry West, John Stockton, Karl Malone, Hakeem. Thought maybe including a couple more current guys too. None of that happened. So Bird's out of the league. It looks like a bunch of guys moved around in free agency. Steph Curry's in Boston. Steph's played for like half the league at this point. Kobe left. Oh, the snake. That's unfortunate. Dr.J's having a great season. Okay. I probably won't stay, but Curry might hit 100% of his free throws for a season. Even in 8.6 minutes per game, that's still impressive. That's still if he shot one free throw a game, Still 66 straight free throws, 67, It's not like he wasn't playing at all. Scored 5.1 points per game. Michael Jordan to Boston. Take it. You can probably sign Kareem or something, right? Yeah, Boston winning championship by Kareem Jordan. I'll take it. Lots of guys retiring. LeBron and Russell retired now. So let's take a look at LeBron. LeBron played in over 300 more games than Wilt. But should he have? I don't know. In all honesty, after a pretty solid season with Boston in '69, LeBron just went downhill. He was a 5-time champion. Oh, that's scary. That's accurate. Finals MVP, second time team All League. He didn't make the Hall of Fame. 7 All-Star appearances. What? This is crazy. The guy that put up his stats not making the Hall, just crazy. Career EWA was 88.5. He probably should have made the Hall of Fame. Now I'll look at Bill Russell and see if he even made the Hall. So Bill Russell would play significantly less games because he only played in 2 games in his final season. He played for 2 expansion teams, it looks like, in last season. He did make the Hall. So he did make the Hall as a 5-time Defensive Player of the Year, 9-time rebounding leader, 6-time block leader, and 11-time All-Star. Of course, he was once traded for Fred Hetzel. I just want to see how great Fred Hetzel was. Wow, Fred Hetzel, career high, 12.7 points per game. They trade a Hall of Famer with a pick. AI works in this game so many great ways. I am half kidding. I mean, I think it's a phenomenal game. I do think the AI needs to be improved. So I do want to see, as we get closer to all of them being retired, who will hit 40? I don't know how many of these guys will. Realistically, I think that it's become clear that only 4 of them have a chance of hitting 40, and I'd even say probably lop off these 2 and say it's going to be either Michael or KD. Kareem's career looks like it's about to be over. Bird's as well. Shaq's still technically in the league. Steph moves on to another team, as only Steph Curry can do. He's been on so many teams. I don't know if I've ever seen a player switch teams as many times as the AI has done to poor Steph Curry. And he got cut. This is just horrible. Okay, he retired. All right. I want to take a look. I know we're getting so close, but I just want to take a look and see how many teams Steph Curry played for. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He already played for Philly. Phoenix will be the last one. Wow. Did successfully hit that 100% free throws. He is a GOAT. He is a Hall of Famer with his 3 rings, 13-time All-Star, but he never won an MVP. But for a very solid career, he averaged 30 points per game for several straight seasons, so he was a pretty good player. So what we're going to do is we'll go back to watch list here, and I think we'll just wrap it up here because frankly, I don't know how much longer these guys are going to stay in the league. We're starting to drop like flies, so to speak. And then we'll see how many of them made the Hall, and of the ones that made the Hall, how who's the true GOAT? If they all were on equal footing. So I don't know why I put in for 10 seasons on autoplay here. We're probably looking at 2. Like, it's looking like Jordan might play to like 41 or 42. Um, I don't know if any of these other guys will even make it another season. Maybe Durant does. I could see Durant. Kobe looks like he's probably having his last dance, but even looking at Durant here, he's got 36% field goal percentage. It's not positive for his team. He is scoring 17 points per game. Dr.J is done. Magic is, whew, he's still producing all around the board somehow. So he could be a sneaky longevity guy. All right. Austin win another ring for Jordan. Yeah, Jordan's the. Whew, I think people are going to be happy with this result. Unfortunately, like actually, I'm not even gonna lie. It's kind of fortunately because Austin looking like they had the goat. Just saying. Just saying. We had the Michael. We had the goat. I was going to call this video "Who is the goat," but I'm just going to say it now. May as well call this video "Michael Jordan is the goat" because let's be real, he is the goat of BBGM. It looks like so far in his career, he's only played for 2 teams, which is similar to real life. How many rings he's at? Four championships so far, 6 MVPs. So he hasn't actually put up crazy stuff there. But winning a championship in 3 decades is impressive. In addition, is playing till 40 and basically being the all-time leader in every stat known to man. I'm even sure he's probably in the top 3 or 4 in rebounding. Like he averaged a lot of rebounds when there was smaller competition. So get to see how great he did. All right, this is probably the end of Magic right here. Yeah, he's on a hit free agency and retire. So we'll take a look at how Magic Johnson's career went. Played most with Kansas City, had a run with Detroit, Portland before bouncing around at the end there. Career 25 point. Oh my God, he almost averaged a triple double for his career. How many seasons did he average a triple double? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what? 5 seasons of triple double averaging for this man. All right. And he is not the GOAT, is he? No, he didn't even win an MVP. Averaged a triple double for 5 seasons. Didn't win an MVP. He won $6 million a year in '73, which was only a few. Actually, it was towards the end of his career. But wait, he won in '73 this season, right? Yeah, in which he averaged less than 10 points because he just averages so much around the board. Damn, 16-time All-Star. Look at these. Look at that. Just insane. All right, I'm gonna go back to the watch list now. All right, that is how Magic Johnson can get broken in BBGM and just dominate. A little weird though that he went with the 3rd pick. I don't know if I've ever seen him go that low, but anyway, 3 players hit 40. Durant, Kobe, Jordan. Makes sense. Kobe's living on fumes at this point. KD's having a great season. Actually, take that back. KD is not having a great season. Jordan's the only one actually playing meaningful minutes. Kobe does have a good free throw percentage and a horrible 3-point percentage. Notice the 3-point shooters lasted longest. All 3 of them with the 3-point badge. All right. Houston won that ring, and Jordan hits free agency. This is probably the end. He's probably No, he signed with Washington. Oh my God, a 42-year-old Jordan signed with Washington. What the heck? That's amazing. I love it when things like this happen in BBGM. I love it when a plan comes together. All right, let's look at Durant's career. Durant averaged 29 points per game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He was basically a dominant player on offense and a very solid defender, but never won an MVP. Why? Because the league was so talented. Actually, I'm curious if this league created its own superstar. Like if Walt Bellamy or Jerry West or Elgin Baylor became the actual GOAT. So Jordan out here playing at 43 on the Wizards, putting up stats, putting up buckets. He's going to go down as the undisputed GOAT here. Ironically, with six MVPs, I think 5 Finals MVPs. Is that realistic? I don't remember if he won them all or not. Won Six Man of the Year, which is crazy. He's going to have played for way over 20 seasons. Um, yeah, I don't know what to call this video anymore. It should just be reasons why Jordan is the GOAT. Like, damn, he might play into the 80s. Oh my God, he could just last one more season, Michael. Just last one more season. Hit the 80s. Come on. Come on, Washington. Win the championship here. Nope. Didn't retire. Didn't retire. Jordan's going to last into the 80s. He's going to play from the 50s until the 80s. What in the world is happening? This man breathes basketball. He actually scored 20 points in the first game of the season. I don't know if you guys saw that. I saw that. So his career from 1957 until 1980, he is still playing, and he scored 20 points to start the season. I mean, he is undeniably great with a list of accolades that's unprecedented. I don't know why he was shooting 15 threes a game. What the heck? It's crazy. Look at these numbers. To be fair, he was putting up 50 points per game. All right, I'm gonna probably have to do one in the present day, but this is just crazy. All right, can Jordan make it to his own draft class? Doubtful, but he barely played in the second half of that season, finishing with just 47 games. He did have a great first game, and he did finish with a great PER, and somehow a 2.1 WA, which is shocking. He's still in the league. Somebody could sign him. Nobody's going to sign him, but somebody could sign him. So Michael Jordan goes down probably as the GOAT. Um, I mean, played into the 80s from 1957, but we'll do our due diligence. So, who is the GOAT? Is it Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan? Oof. They both had very solid careers. Kobe would play in less games due to injury. He suffered two big injuries for the ACL and a ACL, two ACL injuries. Oof. Um, he'll finish with 6 MVPs, just one championship. Um, honestly, Kobe would have been the GOAT if he didn't suffer injuries. So this is definitely a rigged simulation, you guys can say. And I mean, just look how crazy Kobe's end of career was. So he played with Boston for years, and then he went to Seattle, Houston, Kansas, Milwaukee, and San Antonio before finally retiring. Um, that's ring chasing. I don't think those were good teams. All right, so I'm just gonna make sure Michael did retire and he didn't get signed with like a good prog or something. That'd be kind of crazy. He did finish his career with the Bullets, which is cool. All right, so we can call the sim here. Now, let's be real. All people want to know about is the records. So, most championships. LeBron at 5. That's funny. Shaq at 5. That's also funny. LeBron didn't make the Hall and Shaq did though. Durant, Jordan, and Steph Curry down there. New with 3. All right. Now we'll say MVP. It's going to be Kobe and Jordan. Yeah. Kobe, Jordan are the only ones in that class that even bothered to win one. They want to combine 12. All right. Let's see. All league. Jordan at 19. Oh my god, that's insane. All right. Now, All Star. I think it's Jordan again. Yeah. All right. Now let's just see how many points Michael Jordan racked up as we wind this down. It's going to be something insane here. So, career totals. And we only want to look at watch list. We want. All right. So you can see who made the Hall of Fame. Everyone but Wilton James. And we can see who scored the most all-time points. And we can see who scored the most all-time blocks, most all-time steals, most all-time assists, most all-time rebounds. Now, I do want to do a quick little qualifying thing here and look at the best player of all time. I think we can instantly say you had to have 10K. Well, let's say you have to have 8K. What? In that case, let's actually drop this a little bit. Say 6K. Yeah. Now if we said 3K, then we'll say here 1K. There we go. Top 2 players of all time. Michael Jordan, Kobe Beef Bryant. Kobe, unfortunately, number 2 due to injury. But that's why Michael Jordan is the GOAT. With an insane career, finishing with Washington. All right. Thanks, guys.